there. So, for my research paper, I thought about doing a piece on how contemporary art brings awareness to major social issues and causes reverberations in our society that allows us to recognize problems and enact change. So I thought about looking at four key artists that we've learned over the semester. I was thinking about talking about Tanya Bruguera. I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Doris Salcido, again, I'm pronouncing that probably incorrectly. Fred Wilson and Mirle Letterman Ukeles. Again, mispronouncing those names, but essentially I was going to go over the work of the newspaper creation in Cuba. I wanted to go over the untitled works of Doris. I would like to discuss the Historical Society of Maryland's contents and how Fred Wilson arranged those in an art exhibit. And I wanted to talk about, most importantly, the one that I really want to focus on is maintenance work. And I wanted to talk about how these pieces alone, they're their own art piece, but how they've caused conversation and they've inspired change in our societies. So I wanted to go over essentially how contemporary art is a reflective mirror for our society that we live in, how contemporary art can confuse and upset people, and how that leads to discussion. And three, talk about the activism that comes from contemporary artwork and artists who challenge societal issues that we may not pay attention to. I might reference here and there the minimum wage machine that, oh, what was his last name? Hold on. Falls Fall I'm sorry. Fall Conrad created, and it's a minimum wage machine where you crank, and I wrote about it in one of my papers. You crank this machine, pennies pop out. It's really delightful at first, but then you realize you're spending 2, 3, 4 minutes and you're only getting under $1.50. And it basically pokes at the how much time you spend in to get such little wage. And with that, I might talk about the art installations where that artist, and I can't remember the name right now, put people in boxes and nobody knew they were there, but he was paying them super low wage to do it. So essentially, I just want to get to the point where we're talking about how these art installations provoke social change or social awareness and appreciation. So I have a few sources and I wrote them down in my annotated bibliography that's sent in on Blackboard. And the titles are The Trouble with Contemporary Art Is, Relating Controversial Contemporary Art and School Art, a Problem Positioning. There is Art as the Handmaiden of Cultural Understanding. There is Social Engagements with Contemporary Art, Connecting Theory with Practice. I have never witnessed students so engaged, the art of democracy in schools, and philanthropy and socially engaged art today. So these are the sources I'm going to be looking at when I'm talking about the argument of contemporary art and how it brings awareness of social issues that we may not have looked at before, and how we interpret that and what we do with that. So that's going to be the paper that I'm focusing on. Thank you.